So for the next skit, we're thinking of doing something like where I'm the patient and then I end up becoming the psychiatrist.
The psychiatrist skit, it's starring me and Steve Duffy. We both created the original idea, and the patients, you play a patient and you play one of the patients, and it's a surprise. It's I start out as the psychiatrist, and then my patient, played by Steve Duffy, comes into the scene, and we take it from there.
Now, let's roll the video. Paul, that was a great session. Honestly, that really cleared my mind. When can I set up for the next one? I mean, I was completely addled. When can I set up the next session?
Yes, your progress is really coming along. I'm glad you came. And your next session, let's see, that would be about 2 months. 2
months?
And you can set it up with a receptionist.
Receptionist?
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll take it from there.
Thank you so much, Paul.
You're so welcome. Yep.
Thanks.
And see you soon. And take care of yourself. Send in the next patient, please. Oh, how are you?
Good, thanks. How you doing?
Good. And you?
Good. I had a great week.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
I took advice. I really appreciate everything you recommended.
Mm-hmm. So, Diana, you're making a really good progress here. I see a big difference from months ago, and I'll keep you on one of those medications.
Do you think I'm making progress at all?
You're very much making progress. You've been what you're telling me is very positive, and I see a lot of progress, Diana. That medication I had you on, you're doing very well on that. Without that particular one,
it makes me kind of drowsy during the day. I don't know if I should kind of just take one a night, one instead of twice a day. Should I change it up?
Never double dose, but stick with the way you were doing it. If I think eventually we'll take you off one of those medications, because I see you have a lot of energy and you're doing well, and I think
but you had me take 2 pills a day. That's why I feel drowsy during the day.
That was about 4 months ago. You were going through a stressful time back then, and I felt that you needed it then.
Okay.
I see a difference now.
Okay, I'm glad. I do feel great.
I took you off one because I felt you didn't need it, because you have a lot more energy, and things have been going a little better in your life.
Mm-hmm. I just find that the medication is a little strong.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't help me concentrate and makes me drowsy during the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I personally don't feel like I need it. So I don't know
if that's the one, I could possibly try weaning you off that one. Okay, but I want you to remain on the other one. I feel you need that at this time.
Why do you think I need it?
Well, you know, there's some of the symptoms. I just think there's a little security there.
Do you think that I'm just too emotional?
That's part of it.
Yeah.
The emotional side. I just want that to be secure. And
but you just said that I felt I was doing good.
You are, but there is one I want you to remain on. Just you know, just be on the safe side. That one that makes you drowsy, I can wean you off that one. And
I just feel like I'm getting hairs in places that I don't want.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It's just that medication has weird side effects.
Weird side effects.
Yeah, I'm getting like a beard, like I'm getting hairs, and
it's not noticeable.
I had a shave this morning.
Well, you know something? I don't know if I ever told you, but my wife is an electrologist, and she does a very good price, and she'll and you need it in your work too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have to wear a scarf to hide my chin.
Well, we'll take care of that.
Can you see anything at all?
Is it all right if I touch?
Yeah.
No stubble, no stubble.
No, okay.
Sorry about that. I'm not allowed to do that.
That's okay.
But I asked your permission to do that.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Yeah, you look perfect to me.
Okay.
I can tell you take care of yourself, and medications have side effects.
It's
but
hot in here.
I
think that's the other side effects. I get really, really hot. Like.
The lights are a little hot in here because the superintendent. There's something wrong with the cooling system, and we're gonna have to live with that for a while.
Okay.
Otherwise, you know,
I feel like crying. I don't
it's
know.
all right. Whatever your emotion you feel,
Yeah.
that's what I'm here for.
Okay.
I hold nothing. I have to be open-minded to every single thing. You know.
So I just want to say I really appreciate it. I actually recommended you to one of my friends.
Oh,
I don't know if he came by earlier or he said he had a session with you, but I'm not sure if he stopped by or not. But so-
I'm sure I'll hear about it sooner or later. Recommendations, sure. Like to help anyone you know and family, friends, sure.
Good, good. I appreciate it. I see you in 2 weeks then? Or a month?
Let me see. At this point, I'd like to make it a month. But if you're feeling you're going through some kind of emotional thing, call me. We'll make it sooner.
Is it still $10 copay or do I?
I don't think so. I will check with my receptionist about that.
Okay.
So, good session.
Nice
I'm glad
to see
you
you.
came, and I'm glad you're doing good.
Thank you, doctor.
And keep smiling like that.
Thanks.
Send to the next patient, please. Available? Oh, there you are. Steve, how are you?
How are you, doctor?
Great, and you look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Steve, how are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great, and so how's your progress been doing from like last week? How did things work out for you? I'd like to know.
Good. I had a good week, though. I had a bit of a scare.
Oh, tell me about it.
You know how I have that fear of little animals.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was parking in downtown, and I got out of my car, and I went to go put some quarters in the meter.
Uh-huh.
And know how you feel like somebody's staring at you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, I had looked down to my left, and there was a squirrel there.
Oh.
And so I had started to, quickly put the quarters in the meter, and I could feel the anxiety or the panic building up inside.
Yes.
And so I had started to walk away, and the squirrel started to follow me. So I had jumped into the street, and then the squirrel followed me. Then I jumped back onto the sidewalk, and the squirrel followed me.
Oh.
So then I started to run down the street because I felt like the squirrel was following me.
Ooh, so you overreacted because of that fear of the animal, because it was unexpected.
Yes.
You didn't know it was going to happen, and then it startled you. That's
It
what
did. I had true fear. I true fear in my life at that point.
But it was caution fear. I don't think it was fear, unless you have a fear of animals. Is that possible?
Yes, that is, yes.
They were just looking for food. They weren't going to attack you. I know squirrels that don't do that for a fact. Yeah.
All right, all right. Well, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What do you fear?
Steve, I'm the doctor. I'm supposed to help you with that stuff, and you're asking me. Let me see now. Is this a question referring to something that would help you in your therapy?
Yes, it would help me if I knew what you.
If you knew what I feared, it would
Yes.
help you with your fear
Yes.
or anxiety.
Yes.
Let me see. Well, I always had a fear of dogs. If
Oh,
it's a different kind of animal and bigger, and I think it would be that. I had a fear of dogs since I was a kid.
Now, how did that happen?
Well, my dad bought a German Shepherd, just for the family when we were kids, and then I was scared of that thing right away. I thought it was going to be nice to have a dog, just like a TV show, nice little dog. But one day it growled at me, and while I was in bed before I got up for school, and he got up and right up in the bed and growled at me, and I thought he was going to bite me, and I screamed, "Mom, help me! Get that thing away from me!" And then I've been afraid of dogs ever since. And as time went on, what happened to you? When he tore off the shirt sleeve. I was watching TV with a snack, and he came out of the couch and took it right out of my hand. And I was afraid to eat anything while watching TV. I just wanted to barricade myself in the bedroom to get away from that German Shepherd.
Yeah. Did you ever tell your parents how you felt?
Yeah, and they said, well, they bought the dog for the family because, I was the only one in the family that feared it, and my mother and father says, well, majority rules, and everybody else wants that dog, and I feared dogs ever since.
How did that make you feel that your parents weren't hearing you?
Wow. You ask a lot of questions, Steve. I'm being very generous as a doctor by telling you my problems. I just, it's really hard to describe. It's, I don't like being attacked in any form of way, because there's a lot of danger in the world, and that brings that sudden anxiety, like you say, of the squirrels.
Yeah.